be the Trailblazers off the tip. Now the opening lineup for the Portland Trailblazers. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. And it's Thibault in at the 3 slot. Looking at players with limitless range, Grant. Damian Lillard right at the top of that list.
Oh, B.A. And Lillard, he can just make it look so easy. He gets a lot of his strength on his shot from his legs. On the short list for players you don't mind pulling up from the logo.
Thibault passes to Nurkic. There's a screen by Nurkic. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. And a deep 3 from Van Vliet. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam.
Well, Fred could do this all day. He's that confident in his long-range shooting.
Van Vliet against Lillard. The 3 is up. The Trailblazers rebound. Nurkic inside. He's covered by Siakam. And Nurkic throws it. Down.
Nurkic is all about physicality on the glass and making his presence felt.
Pass to Anunoby. This one for 3. No luck on that one. And it's Portland the other way. Lillard outside. Here's Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
You know, there's some power to Jeremy's game now. He's become hard to knock off balance.
Lillard fires away from way outside. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Van Vliet with it. Now guarded by Simons. Puts it up from 17. Siakam, no good.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
Grant with a screen on Barnes. Simons passes to Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
A display of pure athleticism by Jeremy Grant, rising up for the huge dunk.
Pass to Van Vliet. Kicks it out to Siakam. Gets the 3 ball to go.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Portland has gone 1 of 4 from deep. No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You were right about that, B.A. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
4 on the clock. Grant with a screen on Anunoby. Ooh, he dialed that one up from long distance. Lillard's got 6.
Flashing that limitless range once again. Lillard is a phenomenal shooter.
Here's Pirtle. Back to Van Vliet from deep 3-point range. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Pirtle.
7 feet of style. Jakob Pirtle taking it upstairs for a stunning jam.
And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul of the game. And there's 1:45 left in the first quarter here. Lillard against Anunoby. Now here's Lillard, guarded closely. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
And Lillard has a shoot-first mentality. Once he gets positioning inside, he looks to score.
Siakam outside. Back to Van Vliet. Fires for 3. Drains the triple. 6 points for him.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Anunoby against Lillard. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Man, Blazers fans have been having a bit of whiplash. Western Conference Finals to the lottery in just 3 years.
NBA injuries had a big part to play in that. Shows how fast the NBA landscape can change. Fans are hoping they can get back to what they were just as quickly.
So Toronto ends up going with a new group. Young can't hit. Portland has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Here's Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
He's a long strider with good speed. It's hard to stay with Jeremy Grant in the open floor.
Thibault with a steal. Now the Blazers on the move. No problems knocking that one down. Lillard's got 13 now.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
This has been a beatdown right here, possibly over before it began.
And good. 27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Simons passes to Lillard. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Barton finds Achua. To the inside. 4 seconds left. Back to Young with 1 on the clock. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
They've got Will Barton. Precious Achua is out there with Thaddeus Young. Then there's Gary Trent, and it's Benton in at the point. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said, it was like, you got the max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggled with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Brian?
Yeah, just now entering his prime, Allie. Thank you. You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. You see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
A great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
Now here's Johnson. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Have to respect the persistence from Gary Trent Jr. Not caving in to the defense when he gets hit.
The free throw off the mark from Trent.
After 9 seasons together in Portland, the backcourt duo of Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum are no longer teammates. C.J. sent to New Orleans.
And the call will be against Fred VanVleet. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And it's the Blazers with the ball. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. From deep, Johnson.
A great one-on-one and team defender. Fred's constantly calling out plays and directing his teammates to where their action is headed.
Barnes, no good. Boy, that Lillard-McCollum combination, Smitty. You think it was time to break them up?
You know, I think both were getting a little older. Defensively, their size was a bit of an issue. But I love this scoring duo. They were incredible, B.A. Some great memories in Rip City for Dame and C.J.
Now here's Johnson. 5 to shoot. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. And here's Siakam for 3. And the Raptors miss again. Portland has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Back to Reddish. And he jams it home with authority.
We saw a lot of this from Cam in college. He seems most comfortable creating off the bounce.
Kicks it out to Siakam. Van Vliet against Johnson. And the basket by Van Vliet.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Pass to Sharp. Over Trent. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Van Vliet, pass to Siakam. Trent outside. Now Barnes. Here's Siakam. And so he draws, and they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game,
The previous play is under
adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take it up.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
OG Anunoby checked in for Toronto.
That is first personal foul. Second team foul.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And the basket by Van Vliet.
What vision from Pirtle, getting the pass over to the wide open man.
And Lillard puts up a deep 3. Pirtle grabs a miss. Toronto's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Lillard against Anunoby. Nurkic a screen on Anunoby. For 3, here's Lillard. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Anunoby finds Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
And you have to credit Anunoby. He's put in the work to become a better playmaker.
Lillard, a screen on Van Vliet. Simons with it, and it's Anunoby picking him up. A nice shot by Lillard.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused, and they've executed.
Now here's Anunoby. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Pirtle. No good from the low block. For Portland, they've gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
a 3-second violation. Toronto ball.
Here's Van Vliet. With 4 on the clock. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
And so it's Portland going in. Okay, Ali, appreciate it.
And get loud for the Jabberwockies.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. What a game we're seeing from Damian Lillard.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Checking out the group for Chauncey Billups to start the second half. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2, and it's Thibault in at the small forward position. How about the last couple of years for Jeremy Grant?
BA, 6'8", playing the 3 or the 4. He's really found some comfort in scoring the basketball. Followed up his best season with another great offensive performance last year.
Now here's Simons. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
You gotta love to see Damian Lillard light it up like this on offense, making a big effort to deliver for his squad.
Here's Barnes. They grab their own miss. Hurdle. Barnes against Thibault. And Barnes with a basket. The assist by Siakam. Siakam's got 5 assists in the game. And the Trailblazers shooting 67% for the game. Just outstanding. Out to Lillard from deep. Barnes against Simons. Pass to Thibault. Clock at 6. And it's stolen by Van Vliet.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your...
It's rare for an undrafted player to make an impact, but Fred Van Vliet has earned his spot in the league. The 6th man on a title team back in 2019, and he's become an all-star.
And slammed it home, and a foul! A chance at another point at the line. That's on Matisse Thibault.
That wing athleticism and toughness. The future for Anunoby is very bright.
Well, Smitty, Van Vliet's become an all-star. Is he the best undrafted player in the NBA, you think?
Well, B.A., Ben Wallace is the standard. A multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year winner. Champions like Bruce Bowen and Udonis Haslem, they're right up there. But Fred Van Vliet has a chance when it's all said and done to be the best. That 2021 draft class was stacked with talent. You look at a guy like Scotty Barnes. He went 4th overall, a player any team would love to have.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. You know, what sticks out with Barnes is his versatility on both ends of the court.
B.A., let's talk about the defensive end. He is disruptive. He has a 7'3" wingspan, and he can guard 1 through 5. Offensively, he can handle, pass, and score. The sky is the limit for Scotty Barnes, B.A.
Here's Van Vliet after the basket by Portland. Chalk up 2 there.
This is what happens when Fred gets into a rhythm. His whole offensive game rises to another level.
Lillard against Anunoby. Lillard passes to Simons. Back to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. And too long on the shot.
And that's okay. Even though you missed, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Pass to Siakam. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Damian Lillard picks one up.
I think what you love about Pascal Siakam, he never stops working on his game, and he's self-motivated.
Siakam hits them both.
And what impresses you about Pascal Siakam is his tremendous length with an intimidating 7'3" wingspan.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Here's Van Vliet, and Nurkic with the block.
When Nurkic blocks shots, you feel it. An impactful defender.
Free throw good, Lillard. And that length of Siakam really comes in handy on both ends, Smitty.
B.A., he's tough to guard because he's able to get his shots up over most guys due to that length. And then on the defensive end, capable of guarding the post and the perimeter.
A line change here for Portland. Now here's Johnson. Pass to Little. Here's Sharp. Anunoby covering. Here's Sharp. Stolen by Anunoby. Siakam outside. Nails it from 3. Siakam's got 10.
A sound decision maker. Siakam knew exactly how much time he had for the catch and shoot.
It's Johnson with a drive. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
A line change here for Toronto. Toronto trailing. 1:10 left in the third. Barton outside. Shoots over Johnson. Pass to Benton. Shot from the low block. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
A little hesitant. Maybe he thought the D was tighter on him than it really was.
Reddish finds Johnson. Over to the left wing. Reddish against Barton. Here's Sharp. Launches a three. It's not going to go for him. The Raptors have gone 4 of 8 in the third. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Trent. And the layup is good. Trent's gotten his second bucket.
Fights his way through the trees. Gary Trent Jr. with a nice finish.
Here's the pick. Here's Johnson. That one's off. Second free throw, no good. Trent outside. Here's Barton. And rejected. And it's Little off the drive. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
This is Little's game. Get downhill and dare someone to get in the way.
And he sinks the second. Trent from long range. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Thaddeus Young out there with Will Barton. Then there's Precious Achiuwa. Then there's Gary Trent. And it's Benton in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Young from long range. Portland grabs the miss. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Sharp. Back to Reddish. 6 to shoot. And the shot goes down.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Here's Young. Lays it up and banks it in.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Portland leading. Pass to Sharp. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
Barton against Johnson. Down low. Pass to Watford. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
Now here's Trent. Here's Benton. Covered by Johnson. Trent from long range. That one no good. For Portland, they've got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter.
Seeing the floor much better. Little with an easy find right there.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
A line change here for Portland. Van Vliet, the pass to Pirtle, and it's good. 2 points.
Really nice work. Pirtle going to town on the weak defense down in the paint.
Simons with it. He's picked up by Barnes. Simons passes to Thibault. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Fast break. Here we go. Nurkic finds Lillard. from deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got 28.
Pick and roll action. Get Lillard the ball and let him make a play.
Van Vliet outside. Pirtle with a screen on Lillard. Here's Van Vliet. Here's Pirtle. Soft touch off the glass.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, you get your feelings hurt. And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Trailblazers.
And they got a huge boost from their reserves tonight.
Yeah, the point differential between the two benches was a deciding factor in this game.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Damian Lillard.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
Pirtle, the pass to Van Vliet. It's stolen by Nurkic. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. That shot off. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Here comes Toronto on the push. And Anunoby for three. He buries it from three.
And we have seen OG become a volume three-point shooter because he has a nice touch from that spot.
And Lillard, here we go. And the dunk by Lillard.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Now here's Simons. And a miss there on the triple. 17 seconds left in the final quarter. Pass to Anunoby. Puts up a three. Rebounded by Nurkic. Simons outside. Baseline jumper. Another one falls for Portland.
The mid-range J from Simons, old school.
Offline. So it's the Trailblazers winning this one easy. Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
It started well.
He has. Not much has changed. As a DA, thank you. It'll be the Raptors off the tip. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. On-court spots filled by Hunter and Collins. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. And looking back on that Toronto run, Pascal Siakam, Doris, was a big piece to that puzzle.
There's no question about it. They allowed that young man to flourish in transition. He was a tremendous defender for the group. He was a big-time part of that title.
Pirtle, 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, the hard work on the offensive glass pays off for Jakob Pirtle. Like to see that mindset from the big man. Goes back up strong as soon as he gets his hands on the basketball.
Young with no one around. Again, Young missing. The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Van Vliet outside. And the free ball is good.
Well, Fred Van Vliet has become a true impact player. This guy remarkably consistent from deep.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Shot to stop the run. And Pirtle pulls it down. Toronto's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Pass to Siakam. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Offensive rebound. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
You love to see him powering through the contact to get the bucket and one. Pirtle with a show of some strength.
The Raptors shooting their first free throw of the game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Capella, and he banks in the layup.
First make of the day should finally give them a little confidence.
It's usually interesting. After a bit of a struggle, does the first bucket get you into a little rhythm now?
Young outside, a 3-ball. That shot off, and Toronto will go the other way with it. Here's Barnes. Collins with some nice D. The Hawks have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. AGA, what about these Hawks? They can really be fun to watch.
Yeah, and they just need to be more consistent, Kevin. It seems they can beat anyone on any day. If they can start doing that regularly, we're talking about big things in the future.
And Siakam throws it down.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Murray against Anunoby. Murray dishes to Collins. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one goes on Anunoby.
And when Collins goes up, the interior defense runs out of options. He forces them to get sloppy. And Collins is shown to be a game changer on the floor. The problem for him has been staying on the floor. Has fought the injury bug his whole career.
Here's Barnes. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor. Has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
1:57 left to play in the first quarter. Van Vliet can't get it to go. For Collins, he has yet to play close to a full slate of games, Greg, in a single season.
Collins has missed time in each season he's played. He's young enough. A few years of good injury fortune can change the narrative, and let's just hope that's the case for his sake.
And Capella sends it back. Murray outside. Hunter finds Murray. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And a big trade this last summer was Murray coming to the Hawks. Paid a hefty price, but Atlanta feels he and Trey make a great backcourt pair. Hard to think of a more deadly backcourt in the East.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto. Here's Benton. Another shot. It's Trent on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 6-point game. Capella sets a screen for Young. No good on the 3.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, rock solid 79%.
Guys, I've got to say, one of the things I love the most about the Toronto Raptors, how special their fan base is. Really, when you think about it, Canada much more associated with the great sport of hockey, but they love professional basketball.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And stolen by Murray. Pass to Hunter. And here is Capella. Hunter on the wing. Passes it to Murray. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Collins. Here he goes. And the pass to Hunter. Second shot opportunity. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And that ties it up.
At 6'7", Hunter, nice handles there, showing him off on that possession. And that is first class right there. Can you believe that dunk?
I'm not sure, Greg, I can. And still a close game as the first quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Raptors.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
We've got Will Barton. Achua is out there with Young. Then it's Gary Trent. And it's Benton in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Bogdanovich, no luck.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Young from outside. It's not going to go for him. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Bogdanovich passes to Capella. Now Murray. From past the arc. And they'll get another chance. Capella finds Murray. Another shot going inside. It's hauled in by the Raptors. They've led by as much as 10. Back to Achua. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big games. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
With some arc. Murray, no good. Raptors with the lead. Pass to Trent. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Bogdanovich. Murray outside. Puts up a 3. Sinks the triple. Murray's got the lead up to 1 now for Atlanta.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
To the wing right side. Here's Benton. No good there. Good work defensively by Capella. For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. And one thing, Greg, we know Capella has always done. He plays to his strengths.
It's a great point, Kevin. Capella knows where he's best and really focuses on that. Can help the team with minimal touches on offense, but he really anchors a defense by not overextending.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Dave's checked in. The dive for the ball.
Well, being aggressive and assertive. The big man snatching the rebound.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, some people call John Collins John the Baptist for how he dunks over defenders. He says, the game is slowing down for me. I'm able to see my spots. I want to continue to build on that and be looked at as a pillar, a guy that can be counted upon. Kevin, it seems he's hungry for more. Back to you.
He's a big-time dunker, that's for sure, looking to reach his full potential. David, thanks. Van Vliet outside. Back to Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
Well, we know that Fred Van Vliet can be relied upon to find the open man. This guy's so consistently good at it.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Siakam's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Anunoby finds Barnes. Hits it from three-point range. Now it's a 4-point Toronto lead.
This guy's such an intelligent scorer. Scotty Barnes really ready to rise and fire.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. So for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Johnson comes in for John Collins. And Trae Young subbed in for Murray. Here's Young. Johnson with a screen on Van Vliet. Offensive rebound. Johnson kicks to Okongwu. High post Young. 5 on the clock. And they convert it last on attempt number 3. Young's got 5 now.
Oh, crafty move there by Young, finessing his way around the contact.
And a wide open look for Siakam. A 3-pointer off the mark. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Trailing by 2.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Passes to Anunoby. Over to the wing. Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Boy, the power of Pascal put it on the deck and with authority.
Young for 3. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been? Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
23, the Hawks. 19.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been quite a game for DeJounte Murray.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Collins and Capella man the post position. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. And it's Hunter in at the 3 spot.
Boy, just tremendous concentration on deep range. OG Anunoby is really coming along as a shooter.
Van Vliet against Young. So the wing on the left. Capella inside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella.
And you look at Jakob Poeltl, great touch and presence inside the paint. Can get you with a move or just power his way to the hoop.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Barnes kicks to Anunoby. Barnes against Hunter. Barnes can't get it to go. And Greg Poeltl has so many options to score inside.
And that's why he's such an efficient scorer, Kevin. Very composed at the rim. Doesn't need a lot of time to get his shot off inside.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
Van Vliet outside. And there it is for him. Van Vliet's got 5.
Now you see the wherewithal of Fred Van Vliet. Finds the soft spot in the defense and converts.
Here's Young. And that one drops.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Back to Van Vliet. Siakam sets a screen for Van Vliet. And Siakam has it in the corner. That 3 off the mark. Got a piece of it. Now Murray. He's got 8. This is to Young. Capella with a screen on Anunoby. Capella kicks to Hunter. Outside for Murray. Capella with a screen on Barnes. Murray shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far. And so Murray nails both of them.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
Here's Anunoby. Rebound, Atlanta. Capella's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First game foul.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Siakam inside. Capella covering. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
The Hawks trailing. Young looking around. Murray outside for the lead. Atlanta again missing. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago.
All right, Scotty Barnes showing us you want to be in the dunk contest, young sir.
Young from outside. And Poeltl pulls it down. Poeltl's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Siakam's shot is off.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Murray outside. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
Young against Van Vliet. Feeds to Poeltl. And the dunk by Poeltl.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Young outside, looking to get back on track here, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And the way Trae Young, GA, is the focus of this offense, the numbers just pile up.
Yeah, I mean, they run so much through him. His usage rate is off the charts. Led the entire league in total points and total assists in 2022. And that hadn't been done in 49 years.
And the Hawks making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in, and Atlanta will go for a different look here. Trent kicks to Barton. There's a screen to the inside. Achua, and Griffin sends it back. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Bogdanovich has got himself on the board with 3 there. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Driving to the basket. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Hawks have gone to somewhat 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. There's 18 seconds left in the third. And the wide open shot from Griffin. Another 3 for Atlanta. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
That one no good. A D by Bogdanovich. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's Atlanta. They're up by 2. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Young is out there with Achua. Then it's Will Barton. Then it's Gary Trent. And it's Banton in at the point guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the net.
And both free throws good for Achua. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Kicks to Bogdanovich. It's hauled in by Achua. Achua's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Van Vliet. Collins grabs the miss.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
To the paint, Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And can't do much else. The strength of Anunoby comes in handy on those challenging finishes.
The pass to Hunter. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Back to Young. Clock at 6. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound. And they recover it. Hunter finds Young. Collins against Barnes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Down low. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Young against Van Vliet. A nice shot by Young. Young's got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And the Raptors call time here. Jakob Poeltl's check in for Achua. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
Thank you, David. And stolen by Siakam. Barnes up top. He's guarded by Collins. Anunoby has the open look. Misses the deep three-point attempt. Hawks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Young outside. Outside Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. There's the triple. Oh, drew the foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really...
The previous play is under review.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And he's good on the first of 3.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
And he makes all 3.
And you know, few guys play their role better than Bogdanovich. And by that, I mean he's often exceeding expectations and giving his squad more than they asked him.
Siakam sets a screen for Van Vliet. Siakam looking around. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Over Collins. Van Vliet can't get it to go. The Hawks leading by 3. Young with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes. Young outside. Collins finds Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And what an important possession. Capella's been in that situation many times before, and he knows the drill.
Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Out the run. The kick out to Barnes. From outside, off the mark.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That'll be his second foul of the game. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Young from outside.
Well, there's no question that Fred VanVleet's competitive toughness, his desire, and the defense is what has given him a shot to be a legit NBA force.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Young. Lets it go with the 3. It doesn't go for him. And Toronto will come the other way. Anunoby with it. Guarded by Hunter. And stolen by Hunter. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Collins dishes to Young. Good ball movement here by the Hawks. Outside Collins. 6 to shoot. Hunter, the pass to Capella. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there. Boy, that was a big shot.
And stunned silence, guys. That's the atmosphere in here after that shot. Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L. Fred VanVleet does this consistently. Big time moment, he's ready to meet it, guys.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Poeltl with a screen on Young. Anunoby finds VanVleet from deep 3-point range, misses the shot. And so the Hawks take the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it.
it'll be the Trailblazers off the tip. And now the Atlanta Hawks starters. Hunter is the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young runs point with Murray at the 2. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Grant, one of those big guys that gets up off the ground like a guard. Love to see him throw it down.
And year in and year out, there's one thing we know for certain about the Blazers. They've got some of the best fans in the NBA.
Here's Young. 4-3. Fires in the triple.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Lillard fires away from way outside, from beyond the arc, and then some. How about the fan base in Portland? They're passionate, and they really understand the game.
That's so true, B.A. I mean, even in lean years, they come out to support their club. And when they're on top, all of Rip City gets caught up in the buzz. Portland's a great basketball town. Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 5. That one drops for him.
Man, at the point guard position, are you kidding me? Explosive scoring ability and body control. That results in a bucket and a free throw.
And the Hawks going from the Eastern Conference Finals to the 8th seed via play-in. A bit of a step backwards last year.
Yeah. You know, growing as a young team has its ups and downs. Hawks know they can be better than the 8th seed. They now have an expectation of a playoff caliber ball club.
Lillard double teamed. Pass to Nurkic. Stolen by Young. Outside Murray. Driving to the basket. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Now here's Young. He's got 5. Collins inside, working on Grant. Rebounded by Nurkic.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Murray against Simons. Murray passes to Young. Off target from outside.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
To the middle. He shoots it. Out to the right wing. Grant against Collins. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Lillard. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Shot by Nurkic. No good. The Hawks trailing. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. There's Young with the 3. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta.
Well, we've seen Anthony Simons gradually progress over time and given opportunity with Lillard being hurt last year. And this guy is showing that he's an offensive guy and ready to explode.
Hunter passes to Collins. Oh, got a piece of it. The drive by Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Well, he is a straight line driver, Jeremy Grant, right to the rim.
And Brent Simons is one of those guards you love having in your rotation.
Yep, a volume three-point shooter. And the one thing about NBA that's standing out is the ability off the bounce to get to that shot. He's very good at a young age. One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Lillard with the bucket.
Zero hesitation out there as he catches that pass. Lillard just fires it.
Young against Thibault. Three-pointer on target from range. Young's got 10 points.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now here's Simons. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Young against Thibault. Young, the pass to Capella. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist.
It's a nice pick and roll there. Capella slicing with purpose after he sets the screen and ready for the ball.
Lillard outside. Fires the three. No good there. Just a big-time effort for Damian Lillard, providing a lot of energy. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
And getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Johnson is out there with Sharp. Then it's Nasir Little. Then there's Cam Reddish. And it's Watford in at the 5. That's the group for Portland starting the second.
Trae Young, one of those guys who you feel is capable of going off at any moment. One of the league's elite scorers.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Here's Young, following the bucket by the Blazers. Another three for Atlanta. Hey, we see plenty of three-point shots every game, Brent. Would you say it's still a shooter's league?
Yeah, I would say it's still a scorer's league, BA, rather than a shooter, because, look, a lot of people can take shots. There aren't too many that make them efficiently. So that part is going nowhere. I think it's about creating points and trying to get it to the most opportunistic way you can score. That's what the offense's job is to do.
And so it's Atlanta with it after the basket by Portland. To the wing on the left. Here's Sharp, defended by Bogdanovich. Reddish on the wing, looking for his first basket, still in this one. To the inside, here's Watford. Back to Little, 14 feet away. Rebounded by the Hawks.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Bogdanovich, no good. Portland leading. You know, you watch Bogey and how he can orchestrate. He's an underrated playmaker, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., the assist numbers don't jump out at you, but he has great court vision at all times. Runs the pick and roll well and is shifty in the paint.
And the foul on DeAndre Hunter. That's his first foul. The Hawks making a switch here. Murray's checked in. Inside. Pass to Sharp. They set the screen. Shot clock at 6. Outside Reddish. From outside the arc. And he buries his first look.
We know Reddish can sink it from the outside. For him, it's about staying confident with that kind of shot.
Murray finds Bogdanovich. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's Little, defended by Bogdanovich. Three-pointer Sharp. Hunter with the rebound. Atlanta's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Collins with a screen on Johnson. Pass to Bogdanovich. Fires from deep. No luck on that one. And the Trailblazers going the other way now. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. There's a minute 54 left in the first half. Here's Collins.
That is what I'm talking about. Wow. What a dunker this guy is. Collins capable of bringing this crowd out of their seats.
There's a screen. Here's Sharp. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Pass to Johnson. Out to the wing. Lets it fly. Sharp, no good. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Capella inside. Reddish covering. Outside Murray. Fires the three. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. A line change here for Portland. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Trae Young, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Portland has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Lillard, a screen on Murray. And he goes in for the dunk.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Now here's Hunter. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Young from long range. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. On the break. And the dunk by Lillard.
Well, for a guy who used to be more proficient in the half-court game, Lillard showing that nowadays he's just as dominant in transition.
Murray for three, drills it from deep. Murray's got 5 points.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the Bucks.
And the dunk by Lillard.
You know, not many guys can change pace on the dribble the way Lillard does it. Just phenomenal.
Young with it for three. And the Hawks with another three.
Ooh, how sick was that, guys? I mean, he makes defenders look silly with moves like that.
And we're through the first half of play here in what...
Your Trailblazers, 32. The Hawks, 28.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. Sadiq Bey out there with Griffin. Then there's Onyeka Okongwu. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovich. And it's Forrest in at the point. Good on both.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Lillard. There's the three. That's no good. Now he's 7 for 9.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Now here's Lillard. 17 points in the game. And down it goes. 2 points.
Well, all eyes on Lillard defensively, and that causes a big-time breakdown, and he's quick to take advantage.
Bogdanovich up top. He's covered by Simons. Portland has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup.
And this is one of those nights where you throw out the cliche. You can only hope to contain him. Lillard on one tonight.
Here's Forrest, defended by Lillard. And it's Jeremy Grant with a foul. That's his first foul of the game. And the Hawks going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution on the court.
So it's Atlanta now, trailing by 4. Pass to Capella. It's stolen by Nurkic. Right side Thibault. Hunter against Lillard. Shakes him. Back to Simons. Oh, deflected. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Young against Thibault. The kick to Hunter. Over to the wing. Collins against Grant. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Damian Lillard picks one up.
Watch Collins night in and night out, and when he's fully engaged, there's some ferocity behind his play.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, after being drafted 19th overall in the 2017 draft, John Collins continuing to exceed expectations, which has contributed to what he does in terms of his workload.
Lillard against Young. Clock at 6. The 3 ball. Collins with the rebound. Atlanta's gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Collins has developed into much more than an athletic roll man, Brent.
Yeah, you're right, B.A. The fact that he only attempted 1 3-pointer in college, and now it's everybody up for that one.
Goodness!
You could just feel that coming. Man, Jeremy Grant is one of those guys that's capable of highlight dunks on a nightly basis. That time, vicious finish.
Pass to Young. Back to Murray. Kicks it out to Collins. Out of bounds. Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And it's Portland with a rebound. Grant in the post. Defended by Murray. Good on the bucket. Now it's a 6-point Portland lead.
Grant at 6'9", using that length right there. A nice soft touch in close to the rim.
Murray against Simons. Young from long range. Hunter passes to Young. Pure from 3-point range. Young's got 22.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Lillard outside. Thibault, that's good. Thibault's got his first points of the game.
If you look at career assist numbers for Damian Lillard, the stats don't really jump off the page at you. He's been asked to score more, but he's a creative playmaker when need be. That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Lillard, a screen on Murray. Simons passes to Lillard. From deep 3-point range. Nurkic with the ball, and it's Young picking him up. They get it back. Pass to Simons. The 3. And the call will be against John Collins. That's his first foul of the game. Atlanta making some changes here.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
Outside Reddish. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
And a nice tricky handle from Reddish there, setting himself up and initiates for himself.
Now here's Bogdanovich. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Forrest. Back to Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Now Reddish. 3-pointer sharp. That shot missing. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Trailblazers leading by 5. And don't go away. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. We've got Sharp, Nasir Little out there with Cam Reddish. Then there's Johnson, and it's Watford in at the 5 down low. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Pass to Bay. Griffin right side. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
This Hawks offense can be explosive when they're hitting. They can hurt you from inside and out. They move the ball well, and they run well as a team.
So Portland ends up going with a new group. And a new group getting ready for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. John Collins comes in for Bay. Murray's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Young in for Forrest. Collins with a screen on Simons. Murray. Oh, he buries the 20-footer. And for the Hawks in their offense, they put up points and take care of the ball, Brent.
That's a pretty good recipe, B.A. This is a young team, but taking care of the ball and valuing possessions, that's hard to get through to young players. They've done a great job of that. So is their coaching staff. So this offense could be in a great situation for years to come.
Thibault against Young. Now a timeout called by Atlanta.
Oh my, their coach does not look happy, and I can guess why. Their interior defense has been struggling.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Hunters checked in for Griffin. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. He told them, we've got to protect the rim with everything we've got. If we cut down on their easy looks inside, we've got them. It might mean more room for their perimeter shooters, but that's a trade-off he's willing to risk. All right, back to you guys.
Allie, thank you. And Nurkic throws it down.
It's a big body there with Nurkic coming through. He knows he's got size on most guys he's going to play against.
Young, the pass to Murray. And here's Hunter for three. The offensive rebound. Right side Murray. Second chance shot. Yes! He nails it!
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
Murray against Simons. Lillard outside. Let's go with a three. Rebound Atlanta. Capella's got rebound number 7 tonight. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Murray with it. Now guarded by Simons. Capella, the pass to Hunter. Now Murray. 6 to shoot. Pass to Young. Pulls up on the wing. No good, off the front rim. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Lillard with the bucket.
The ability to stop there and pull up from any distance. That's why Lillard's defenders have sleepless nights.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Young, the pass to Murray. Back to Young. Right wing. Grant with a steal. Thibault against Young. Thibault, that's good. And now it's an 11-point Portland lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Portland.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. And these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break. Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding and rising up off the ground.
Pass to Young. It's stolen by Thibault. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Trailblazers.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Damian Lillard.
Oh, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Young with it, picked up by Grant. Young, the pass to Capella. Hunter on the wing, defended by Lillard. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Double team on Lillard. To the paint. Stolen by Collins. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Capella. Collins right side. Shot clock at 6. Oh, no good again that time. Thibault with it. Here's Simons. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent. teams, Grant. Loads of athleticism on the floor. What's it like to play in a game like this?
Oh, B.A., it is the best. It's so much fun. I mean, of course, here we're expecting lots of fast breaks, dunks, just in general, a lot of action. And, of course, the fans love these type of games. I can't wait.
So the Raptors starting five. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Young with the 3. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Anunoby with it. Picked up by Collins. Anunoby passes to Pirtle. Siakam outside. Capella with a block.
A quality defender, Capella uses his size and reach to erase shots.
Here's Murray. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Well, after the first round exit in 22, the Hawks front brass admitted perhaps they've been too complacent with the roster. So that changed this summer, trading for an all-star DeJounte Murray. He can make a big impact with his two-way talent.
Now here's Hunter. Outside Young. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Here's Pirtle. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, for a player with Pirtle's size, that type of play he needs to make. Get inside, draw contact, get to the line, be physical. Love it.
And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. And as solid as Pirtle is during the game, his free throws, Grant, can be an issue.
B.A. It really limits his minutes during close games late. You know, he's right around 50% for his career. He has decent form, so there is some hope for improvement.
Now here's VanVleet. He got a piece of it. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Young against Anunoby. Floats one up. Pirtle grabs a miss.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Young against VanVleet. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Excellent D there from Capella. Murray passes to Hunter. Young against VanVleet. Young inside. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from VanVleet. Toronto trailing. Siakam outside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Capella.
Sometimes it's hard to believe looking at him now, but Pascal Siakam was drafted late in the first round back in 2016. Think about it. This was the 27th pick at one point.
He's perfect from the line this time. And you can bet a lot of teams are kicking themselves now for not selecting Siakam.
Well, you have to be able to see what the potential in the future is. And Pascal Siakam has morphed into a highly productive offensive player. And the key here, guys, is there's still much room for growth. He gets more and more dangerous by the year.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Outside Young. Capella, the pass to Young. Collins inside, guarded by VanVleet. Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, that's a good look for Collins. I like the offensive approach right there.
Young against VanVleet. Inside, kicks it out to Anunoby. Back to Pirtle. The rebound by the Hawks. 1:07 left in the first quarter. Young finds Capella. Back to Young. And it's Murray off the drive. The shot no good. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Outside Anunoby. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes.
Well, we know that Fred Van Vliet can be relied upon to find the open man. This guy's so consistently good at it.
Here's Capella. Pirtle with some nice D.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
To the inside. Stolen by Capella. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Collins, no good. Van Vliet against Collins. And it's blocked by Collins.
You can't sleep on Collins' long arms when he's defending you. He'll swat you down all day with that long reach.
Here's Benton. Barton outside. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And that one drops. So now they lead by 1. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Outside Young. He gets it off. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. It's the Raptors. They lead by a bucket. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. You know, you take a look at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Well, Doris, it was only a few years ago that the Raptors won an NBA title. It seems like a lot further back, though.
It does, BA, because we're looking at a much different basketball team. Obviously, Kawhi Leonard has moved on. Kyle Lowry has moved on. In fact, many of the key players from that squad have moved on. Incredible to think they have managed to remain competitive.
So for Toronto right now, Precious Achiuwa is out there with Thaddeus Young. Then there's Gary Trent. Then there's Will Barton. And it's Benton in at the point guard position. Murray's shot is good.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
The Raptors with a lead. Here's Benton looking for his first basket still in this one. And the Hawks making a change here. Capella's checked in. Achiuwa with a screen. Trent. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And Thaddeus Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Murray. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Achiuwa with the rebound.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
From the arc. And the Raptors miss again. The Hawks have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Outside Murray. Pass to Collins. Back to Murray. Clock at 6. From the high post. And too long on the shot. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Achiuwa. Achiuwa with the dunk.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Boy, when it comes to Precious Achiuwa, guys, to me the talent is evident. A big guy who can contribute in a variety of ways.
Bogdanovich passes to Collins. Nice move. And Collins with the slam.
Whoa, did you see that? John Collins. A little bit of sauce on that slam.
Here's Benton. He's off on that one. Excellent D there from Collins. And Doris, we've seen promising flashes from Achiuwa early on.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about the skill. The next step for him is focusing on becoming more consistent. If he's able to do this, his future very promising because he runs the floor, very switchable on defense, and there's growth opportunity offensively.
Barton outside. Back to Young. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
You can see how comfortable Thad Young is. Give him the ball, let him go into attack mode.
Now here's Murray. The D's right on him. Barton against Griffin. Can't hit from in close. The Raptors have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Young, the pass to Barton. Capella with a block. Outside Murray. It doesn't go for him. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. Barton, the pass to Trent. Barton outside. Back to Trent. And a two-handed jam.
Oh, my goodness. Gary Trent Jr. saying, Pops, I got a little hops in my game, too.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them. This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks. So Toronto ends up going with a new group. .102 left in the first half of this game. Murray up top. Pass to Capella. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Birtle's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And we have to take another look at that block.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind. And when you look at Van Vliet on the floor, you would think he gets targeted on defense. But for a player his size, he more than holds his own.
Forrest is checked in for DeJounte Murray. There's 45 seconds left in the first half. Siakam, no good. The Hawks trailing. Here's Forrest. And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul of the game. Collins finds Capella. Back to Collins. Capella, screen on Siakam. 5 to shoot. Here's Collins. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That's on Jakob Poeltl.
They're one of the bright young stars in this league. Collins is aggressive, and he makes plays.
That one misses. For Toronto, they've gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. And again, Toronto, no good. Griffin outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Capella. Poeltl with some nice D. The shot comes out, and the first half comes to an end. We've got a close to. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff.
16.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. One guy who's been getting it done is Gary Trent.
You know, I'm not really sure what defenders can do to slow him down. He's just too skilled.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
Collins plays the 4 with Capella at the 5. Young and Bogdanovich team up in the backcourt, and it's Hunter in at the small forward position. So that's the Hawks 5.
You know, this Hawks team really does score the ball well. Lots of dynamic players on this team, and Young has made a huge difference in their production.
Back to Bogdanovich. Outside Young from deep three-point range. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Poeltl's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. So about Atlanta, just how far can this team make it?
Well, B.A., there's no question they'll be efficient on the offensive end. The question is, can they put everything else together and be a complete team? That'll ultimately be the difference.
And a deep 3 from Young. Poeltl grabs a miss. Pirtle's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Siakam in the post. He's against Capella. Anunoby passes to Siakam. And they'll get another chance. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup. And the Raptors lead by 7.
When you have vision at the forward spot, it always opens up and elevates a team. Scotty Barnes passing on display.
Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got 11 rebounds in the game. 3 on 3. Barnes finds Anunoby. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Anunoby's got 5.
OG Anunoby increasingly dangerous with his jumper. Nice catch and shoot opportunity there.
Nails it from 3.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Here's Siakam. Kicks it out to Anunoby. The 3 from Barnes. Rebound Atlanta. Now Young. Collins with a screen on Siakam. Young, the pass to Collins. Back to Young. Just 5 on the clock. Pirtle with the block.
Active defense from Jakob Pirtle. That's the key. When he stays active and alert, blocks are going to be there for him.
The Raptors have got just 2 of 6 in the second half.
One thing that makes OG Anunoby unique in this league is nationality.
I've heard OG say he hopes to inspire other British players.
Well, he's proved that there's a road for them, right? Basketball is played all over the world, and all you need to do is find somebody to notice you. The NBA certainly becomes more international every year.
Bay, he's checked in for John Collins. Hey, rejected by Capella. Down low. It's stolen by Barnes. To the paint. Stolen by Capella. Hunter passes to Young. The kick to Hunter. Pass to Bogdanovich. Young against Siakam. Shot clock at 5. The baseline J. Pirtle grabs a miss.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Here's Anunoby. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And it's hard to overstate the impact OG Anunoby has on defense, Fred.
Hey, B.A., an absolute terror on the wings. I mean, he has great length, moves well, just one of the best one-on-one perimeter defenders in the league.
Boy, the athleticism of OG Anunoby can be eye-popping sometimes, guys. And what's happening now is he's developing on the offensive end. This guy's upside is absolutely tremendous.
The Hawks making a switch here. Murray's checked in. The kick to Hunter. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Here comes Toronto on the push. And that one's good. Young.
Well, this is one of OG Anunoby's calling cards. His disruptive nature on the defensive end turns into transition opportunities. That is beautiful. I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Young, the pass to Barton. Achua with it. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And now the Hawks on the break. Young way outside. The shot that time not on target. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Young. Here's Benton. He's covered by Bay. 6 on the shot clock. Young, the pass to Achua. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Now a timeout called by Atlanta.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Young with it. From deep. And so it's Toronto. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So the Raptors 5 right now. We've got Thaddeus Young. He's out there with Will Barton. Gary Trent is out there with Achua. And it's Benton in at the point. Stolen by Young. Oh, got a piece of it. Right wing. Hunter with a double. Trent against Collins. And here's Barton outside. Here's Achua. And Collins with the big block. And here's Hunter for three. Kept alive by Atlanta. Kicks it out to Collins. Achua with a steal. And a fast break now for the Raptors. And Young draws the double. Trent finds Achua. Knocks it loose. Outside Young. Trent on the wing. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 13. You know, one expression you hear from a lot of coaches nowadays, threatening drives. What's the value of breaking the paint?
BA, dribble penetration is so important, particularly in today's game. With the spacing and the great shooting on the perimeter, if you can get to the paint, one, you may score at the rim, but if the defense collapses, now you have an opportunity to find an open shooter from three. And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Murray passes to Hunter. Now here's Young. 5 on the clock. A shot to stop the run, and he sinks the layup.
And although Young is a smaller guard, he doesn't lack confidence, even amongst the trees.
Pass to Benton. Lays it up and banks it in.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Collins finds Young. Beyond the arc. He buries it from three.
Nice awareness there from the big man Collins. Solid at finding his teammates when they're open.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
And he drops the first. Forrest is checked in for Atlanta. So Toronto going with almost an entire new group here. Pirtle's checked in for Achua. Pascal Siakam comes in for Young. Barnes, he's checked in for Barton. And it's Anunoby in for Trent. Basket counts. And Toronto has possession. Anunoby passes to Pirtle. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. And the Raptors lead by 16. Collins against Siakam. Pirtle with the block. Here's Barnes. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Oh, rejected by Pirtle.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Raptors.
They had more assists and shot the ball more efficiently. Those things tend to go hand in hand.
And that's so true. Without a doubt, their ball movement was essential to winning this game.
Siakam with it, picked up by Collins. Hunter against Anunoby. Back to Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
And here's Hunter for three. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. Pass to Ben. 27 seconds left in the game. Siakam outside. 6 to shoot. Tries it from the top of the key. That one doesn't drop. And here's Murray. Hunter on the wing. Now here's Murray. Shoots over Anunoby. Misses there. So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. A statement road victory. So impressive.
And Portland starts out with the ball. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. And it's Thibault in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, he can shoot the 3, so defenses have to go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that.
Young, and the layup's good off the glass.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Fair or not, as long as Trae Young is in the NBA, he will be connected to Luka Doncic. And that night back in 2018 during the draft, where those two guys swapped teams.
Now Murray, after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Murray against Simon. Here's Capella. Great D that time from Nurkic. And now here's Nurkic. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. In that 2018 draft, Brent, the Doncic-Young swap was a huge deal.
Yeah, so the two will be compared, and I think that's been a great deal for each team. You've seen the growth, you've seen them in the playoffs, you've seen the kind of excitement level that they brought to the fans, and both have been all-stars. So Luka and Trae, both spectacular offensive players, and they both are carrying the load.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Thibault on the wing.
And the potential for Hunter to be an all-time stopper on defense, showing up.
Young pass to Capella. Murray surveying the D. In the corner, it's Hunter. The Hawks again can't hit. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Passes it to Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Now Nurkic getting up there and waiting that rim.
Young up top, defended by Thibault. Nurkic with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Young up top, defended by Thibault. Shot on the wing. Atlanta again missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one. And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Collins, and that time also a missed shot.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. And this offensive system, Brent, that the Hawks run, it allows for a lot of creativity.
Yeah, lots of dribble handoffs at the top of the key. You obviously have the, in case of emergency, break glass player in Trae Young. But, they're not afraid to attack mismatches, and this is the type of offenses that I think a lot of players would enjoy playing in.
Now here's Murray. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And then Collins slams it in.
What a dunker this guy is. Collins capable of bringing this crowd out of their seats.
Lillard, a screen on Murray. Kicks it out to Lillard. Back to Simons. And dunks it right on top of Trae Young. Wow.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And the Hawks making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Murray kicks to Hunter. Off target with his 3. Grant the pass to Lillard. And Lillard gets double teamed. Back to Nurkic. Inside. Here's Grant. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The Hawks trail by 9. In the corner, Collins with it. And stolen by Thibault. Lillard with it. Out guarded by Murray. Lillard misses. Atlanta's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Murray dishes to Capella. Outside, Bogdanovich. Lets it go from deep. The Hawks again can't hit. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Trailblazers. They lead by... And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. We've got Johnson. Reddish out there with Little. Then it's Sharp, and it's Eubanks in at the center. Now here's Reddish. Following the miss shot by Bogdanovich. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
4 on the shot clock. Here's Collins, left alive by Atlanta, and the dunk by Capella.
Not a lot of plays drawn up for Capella, so his energy and involvement come from that kind of activity there.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Little. Johnson kicks to Little. That 3 off the mark.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Here's Murray. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Bogdanovich, no luck. Portland leading by 10. Here's Reddish. Johnson against Murray. Johnson kicks to Reddish. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet. Reddish has got 6 points in the quarter.
Quick trigger from Reddish there speaks to his confidence. He just let that one fly. On average, 4 to 6 coaching changes happen after every regular season. And in 2021, the Trailblazers parted ways with their coach after 9 seasons. And Chauncey Billups was brought in as their new leader.
Johnson with it. Outguarded by Murray. Here's Eubanks. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And there's a whistle. It goes on Shaedon Sharp. That's his first foul. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Watford's checked in. Collins looking around. The pass to Capella. 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Capella trying to free himself up. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Bogdanovich. Well, we know, Brett, the Blazers front office really seems to like Coach Chauncey Billups. They feel he brings a certain toughness to that team.
Yeah, the accountability part is what they lean on with Chauncey, and obviously a great connection in the point guard mentality between Chauncey and Damian Lillard, but immediately a lot of respect given to him because of how he carried himself in his career. So it's been a welcome change for the organization, and we'll see if they can build upon last year.
Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Here's Watford. Capella covering. Pass to Sharp. From the arc. And another 3 for Portland. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Portland.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies.
What a jam!
And you knew
something good was coming, Kevin, right?
Got to have good court awareness, and it was on display right there from Bogdanovic.
Watford passes to Sharp. It's stolen by Capella. Hunter dishes to Capella. Outside Bogdanovic. 6 on the shot clock. Passes to Hunter. Over Johnson. Capella tried to free himself up. They grabbed their own miss. A second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in.
Capella just smashing through the contact on the inside that time.
Here's Johnson, and then Johnson with the jam.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Trae Young, he's checked in for Bogdanovic. Young looking around. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Young's got 5 points so far.
And Trae Young will bury threes in bunches. So effortless.
Traps in the tray.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first. Thank you, David. And we'll be back.
18, the Trailblazers, 34.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from Cam Reddish.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And for so long, the Blazers have had great guard play.
Yeah, Lillard and McCollum with a great tandem back there, but defensively there were some gaps, and now it's Lillard and Simons, so they've gotten even a little bit smaller. This has been a strength of the Blazers for a decade now, and it just comes at you in a little bit different package.
Murray is the shooting guard, Hunter the small forward. Collins and Capella man the post positions, and it's Young in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Now Thibault. Simons the pass to Nurkic, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail by 18. And stolen by Thibault. 3-on-3. Three-pointer, Lillard sinks the three-pointer. Lillard's got 8.
And this is where Lillard is most dangerous, and he's going to look to shoot a lot of threes.
And Young kicks to Collins. The shot comes out, so the Trailblazers will take it the other way. And it's Thibault in the corner. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. And that one's good. Lillard.
Name a place where Damian Lillard can't score. I guarantee you it's not the corner.
Simons against Murray. Bounce pass Young. Clock at 6. Feeds to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Using his length that time, Capella up top to slam it down.
To the middle, it's stolen by Capella. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Here's Young. He has 5. Here's Murray. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's his first trip to the line.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, rock solid 79%.
And so Murray nails both of them. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Lillard, the pass to Simons. And it's Grant in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. The Hawks trail by 20. And guys, how about the different ways John Collins can score on you?
Well, John Collins can bully you on the inside, or he can spot up and shoot a little bit from the three-point line. So that ability to stretch the floor makes him one of the harder forwards to have to contend with.
Atlanta shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Collins has such concentration when he's out on the floor, and it can help really steady a basketball team.
Trailblazers leading by 18. Simons kicks to Lillard. Buries it from three-point range. Lillard's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by Thibault. Simons against Murray. Lets it go with a three. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Atlanta again missing. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Nobody near Nurkic. And the three off target.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Hunter, no one around him. Outside for Murray. And here is Hunter. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
The Hawks have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one, and he makes the first. So Portland ends up going with the new group, and so Collins nails both of them. And Portland has possession. Pass to Eubanks. Now Little. On the wing, Johnson. To the left side wing. Reddish the pass to Sharp. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true. But also, give him credit for being unselfish.
Here's Forrest. Kicks it out to Collins. And he drives in, and then Collins slams it in.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Watford's checked in. Portland leading by 22. Reddish with the screen for Johnson. The wide open shot by Little. A three-pointer off the mark. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And it's Little finishing it off.
Putting that athleticism to excellent use. Little slamming it down.
Hawks have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Here he goes. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Fires the three. Reddish grabs the rebound. Here's Sharp. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. We witnessed him to... And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Trailblazers shooting impressively throughout at 62%. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Sharp out there with Johnson. Then it's Reddish. Then it's Little. And it's Watford in at the center position.
And for Little, that's a quality find right there, just dropping that pass.
To the paint, it's stolen by Reddish. Here's Little. Bangs home the trifecta. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Portland.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. And these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
And he's going up for the alley-oop, and then Sharp with the dunk.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
He feeds it to Johnson, and it's Johnson with the jam.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Down low, stolen. Fast break, here come the Trailblazers. A shot by Reddish, no good. Atlanta shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Left side, Griffin. Unloads from 13. The Trailblazers pull it in. Sharp, the pass to Reddish. Lets it go from the wing. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 7 rebounds in the game. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. For the 3. Little with the rebound. For Portland, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Here's Sharp. Good on the 3-point shot. Sharp's got 5 points now this quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
The Hawks again can't hit.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full, hustling and still working hard out there.
They need this one. And Forrest gets it to go.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Johnson kicks to Reddish. His 3-pointers off the mark. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Atlanta.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Trailblazers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Damian Lillard.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
Just 4 to shoot. Portland needs to get off a shot. Nurkic, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Now, here is Young, defended by Thibault. Young with the ball.
Yeah, you really want to stay down on any kind of fake like that, so Trae Young does a nice job of coaxing the defense.
And the first one at the line is good. And so Young nails them both. 29 seconds left in the 4th. Lillard from outside. Here's Grant. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Well, he's so active. You got to box Grant out. When the shot goes up, he'll get to the offensive glass, and he rises up off the floor pretty quick.
Young outside. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up